you must pay. Listen to the way my rap no delay. His mama name him Clay.
Drugs.
Drugs and the violence.
There's a lot of drugs, a lot of violence.
Drugs.
Lack of interest.
Drugs.
Drugs and violence.
I don't really know about the prostitution. We're only here till 6 o'clock. I mean, that's our latest that we're open at night. So I don't know that I see it.
It's so fun to see my face staring back at me. I don't know your fucking name, so what? Let's fuck all day. I dream about sex. All day I dream about fucking. All day I dream about fucking. I dream about sex, yes, only. I dream about sex and only. I dream about sex, yes, only. I dream about sex and only. I dream about sex, yes, only. I dream about.
I see girls out there probably your age out there. I know a lot of them. I give them my card and offer to get them the help, but very many of them don't get any help. It's bad. It's bad. Kensington. If people that live in Kensington or Juniata ride up Kensington Avenue and see prostitutes there, their whole hope is shattered. The prostitutes solicit the 15-year-old boys.
In the commission, you ask for permission to hit him. He don't like me, him and wild wifey was with him. You heard of us, the murderers, most shady. Been on the low lately, the feds hate me. You hesitating, I'm in your mama crib waiting, duct taping. Your fam, destiny lays in my hands, gat lays in my waist. Francis, M to the is H phenomenal. Gun rest under your vest, by the abdominal. Rhyme a few bars so I could buy a few cars. Then I kick a few flows so I could pimp a few hoes. Excellence is my presence.
Prostitution is actually a sideline to the drugs. Most of the prostitutes on the street right now are addicted prostitutes. They're not there because they need the money for groceries, they need the money for drugs. Now that Operation Sunrise is in the community, where prostitution traditionally was, and here was Front Street and Kensington Avenue, we're seeing it all over because Sunrise is pushing them out of that area. And they're going to places where we never saw prostitution before, like Girard Avenue, Frankfurt Avenue, 7th Street. It is a major problem.
That shit.
Yeah.
Close shop. Zoom in on that shit.
I don't want to be nowhere else but in Kensington. We're going straight up. All my boys here, we all get drunk as shit together.
Get whacked.
It's killer, we get whacked.
Before Sunrise started, there was a study done by, I think it was State Representative Ben Ramos, and he found out that 60% of the drugs coming into the country, not just the city, the country, come through East Division, which is the 24th, 25th, and 26th districts, and pinpointed it as being in that area, that target area where Sunrise is. So what they rationalized is that if they can stop the drugs right in that Sunrise area, they're going to stop the drugs throughout the country, since we're the center of it for the country. So you might have read in the
On a horse show, you got to be a pro, do what you know. When you're dealing with the code of the streets. Out of 10 I win, with the skills I be wielding. Got the 10th one kneeling, let me express my feelings. Cool has never been one to play a big big shot. It's just the styles I got that keep my mic hot. And fuck turning my back to the street scene. It gives me energy, so I'ma keep fiends coming just to get what I'm selling. Maybe criminal or felon, dropping gems on your melon. So keep abreast to the gangsta.
There's a give and take to Operation Sunrise. The positive part of it is that more people are hopeful. Where before they were really desperate and they felt that their neighborhood would never change for the better, now they're seeing that positive changes can happen. And they're excited about that. And I see that in a very concrete way, where in neighborhoods where people were not interested in Town Watch before, now that they see the police efforts in their community, they want to join a Town Watch and they want to be part of that. The negative part of it is that crime happens for a reason. It's either a desire by the criminal to have money in their pocket, or a desire because of addiction or economics. And those desires won't always change. So when those desires don't change, they have to take their business someplace else. So some communities are seeing an increase in crime because of Sunrise. And until Sunrise can move into that community, it's getting a little bit worse right now. And operation is the police part of it. The way the police and the FBI and the DEA are all working together to handle the problems. The Sunrise part is the community. That if the community's not ready then, after the police leave, to maintain it and to not let those things happen again, it's going to get the same way it was.
And I think what they do is they make enough presence so that if I were somebody who used to come in from, let's say, Delaware to buy drugs up here, and I came by once and I saw a cop, I'll probably say, oh no, I'm not going up there anymore. I might get caught next time. And I'll look for some other place. The neighbors are tickled pink, most of them, because the kids are playing on the street now. They couldn't play on the street before. They were afraid. They were afraid some guy's going to pull out a gun, shoot another guy, and the bullet's going to kill their child. Now the kids are out on the streets. It was nice. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that block. There's nothing wrong with those neighborhoods. So I think Sunrise is a good thing. You know, anytime you go and you take away abandoned cars and you shut down crack houses and you board up abandoned houses, it has to be good. Because no neighborhood can survive in that environment.
We're taking them out. You know, whether they, some of them might see what's going on and they might decide to go to another neighborhood. You know, that's not the initiative. We're not pushing out the drug dealers, we're getting rid of them. You see what I'm saying? It's not like, okay, let's keep on pushing them until they hit another district, then we don't have to worry about them no more. That's not the whole initiative behind it. The whole initiative is to clean them up, to get rid of them once and for all, not to move them to another area. It affects everything. I mean, anything that has to do with a nuisance, anything that has to do with breaking the law, quality of life issues that we talk about, being prostitution or what, well, it's cleaned up. I mean, you know, you get them in there, and obviously the lawmakers are trying to really enforce the issue of prostitution because, you know, some of them just, you know, get locked up and they're back on the streets. But now what they're, you know, what they're trying to do is trying to find a way to not just lock them up, but keep them away, having them to come to court. So in the area like Kensington and Allegheny, I mean, it has cleaned up. And we take this by the voice of the community, not by our protection. We listen to what the community has to say for us, and if they're happy with the actions that are being taken, then, you know, it is working and the job is being done.
This area for a long time had a real high crime rate, you know, so I think statistically they still look at that, this place being the worst area. Actually, a lot of things come down a lot, you know. There's not that much. You can walk up and down the street, probably, that I know of, it's probably like one corner or two corners. Before there was like every other block somebody was dealing drugs. Right across the street from the school they were dealing drugs. You know, you don't see that anymore. Things are getting better. But I don't know why just picking this area. I just think that nicknames are hard to get rid of, you know. Once you're called Chucky or Chubby, whatever, when you're growing up, it's hard to shake that. So I think they're always gonna look at this area as the Badlands, you know, and the Oz, you know, whatever they call it now.
You got a lot of prostitution at nighttime on Kensington Avenue. Like if you look under the L at nighttime, you would see a lot of prostitutes around. But the good things about it is, like, you have a lot of like people going around the community just like fixing stuff up, making gardens. Like a lot of people from Kensington High School, they go around doing some of the stuff. They'll have a few block parties and things like that, you know.
I don't share such positive views like my younger brother over here. I believe, you know, that there's a lot of effort, but not much for achievement. Because you see drop-in centers like at Somerset and Kensington, and it doesn't seem to help much. right next to the drop-in center, like less than a block away, you see same people just selling drugs. So it doesn't show much of achievement, you know, effort there is, but I don't think there's a lack of determination there, definitely.
That's optimistic as most, huh?
No, I'm realistic. The city these days, you ask for something done, it takes them over 3 years to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
These kids now, no, they're going right to heroin. I don't have any young kids coming in and say they smoke pot or even do cocaine. They start right on heroin.
Yeah.
How old are
And
they?
do you see the youngest ones we have are 17, and they've been getting high for 4 years.
So they probably start when they're
And
13.
they start right on heroin.
Yeah.
Where are they getting it from?
They come right down to where my hospital is. If you ever walk underneath that L in between York and Girard,
Yeah.
it's offered to you. It's offered. Even offered free. Here, try this one time, no charge. And then you're back for the next 25 times.
25 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what all the kids think. It's, oh man, I'm down, I'm cool, I can do drugs. That's what it is, some kind of kick, but it doesn't. It turns around and then all of a sudden, nobody wants nothing to do with them and everything. Then they go from the crowd to the drug crowd.
I want a lot of youth sell drugs. And I think they use young kids because they know at a certain age they're not going to stay in jail for long. However, a lot of young kids use drugs. They smoke weed. They smoke crack. To see it all the time, people get off the bus to go buy drugs. People come from South Philly, West Philly to come down here and buy drugs. We see, and how I can tell who sells what is from the people that you see. One time I started seeing a lot of Caucasian people. I knew they were selling heroin. I knew it. And then I asked somebody what they sell on the back street, and they told me they sell heroin. We see cars from Jersey. We see Mercedes Benz. We see limos. We see cabs. You see everything, and you can tell. Well, I can tell who buys what by who I see. And that's the truth, because, and actually they used to sit on the corner and they used to shoot up. And a few times I'd be like, not here, and when they drive through here, and a lot of them would know somebody who they would bring with them to go buy the drugs for them, and I used to be like, drug buyers. When they drive by, I used to be like, drug buyers. You could tell who's who, and you could tell because they go around the block. If they can't get it the first time, they go around the block. They'll come back, And then we would see needles up the street, which that ain't cool because it is a lot of children on this block and in this area, and you never know if they're gonna pick it up, if they're gonna step on it, whatever they're gonna do. I must say, since they put those helicopters in service, we see those helicopters every night, and I think since they put them in service, it has brought some of the drug activity in this immediate area down because they watch these boys down here. Last week we were sitting on the step and they spotted the light right down on us. But it's a lot of drug activity down toward Burke Street, and I think they're watching them. And like it used to be a lot of drug activity down here on this corner of Lawrence and Norris, but they moved a little bit, like toward 5th Street. So it's kind of like they move it you know, it don't go away, but it be less.
The city will come in with a little bit more services. This Operation Sunrise has helped a lot. Unfortunately, it'll take a larger police presence and at some cost our own freedoms just to have that safety and peace of mind. But it all comes down to the people. It won't make a difference if nobody cares.
The biggest problem is drugs. A lot of people, mostly teenagers, I've seen like they take drugs and they sell drugs. These are like some of the problems. And I mean, Kensington has good sides too, but I'm saying like the bad things in Kensington. These are like what most people notice, the bad things. No one notices like the good things that happen in Kensington.
Yes, it is called the Badlands. We do have a lot of different names for Kensington. But what I've noticed in my 14 years, or probably, let's say, in the past 5 years growing up in Kensington, is all the things that happen in the community around me only makes me stronger, because I have to keep the mentality that I don't want the bad things in the neighborhood to pull me in and just be like the statistic, a young girl with a baby or not finishing high school.
I think Kensington is, I don't know, it's a good neighborhood in a way, and in a way it's a bad neighborhood. And I hate it sometimes, because, you know, I can't even walk the streets by myself. You know, I've been repeating this already. But anyways, it's like too much prostitutes, and like every single sick guy out there thinks that, you know, just because you're a girl and you're walking down Kensington Avenue by yourself, you're a prostitute.
My views on Kensington is basically there's bad stuff, and that's what everybody sees, but what's bad to me is probably the ignorance. I mean, people are like not open-minded about anything. The problem is just people don't care. It's not the community, it's the people, and they just want to be known for something, and if they want to be known for something, they should be known for something good.
And when I first got there, it really scared me, and everything that was going on was really bothering me, but after a while, I started to become immune to it, and I didn't really think about it that much, just like going to Kensington every day. You know, my friends are just all like, wow, you go to Kensington? Like, you have a death wish? And like, I remember when I went for a night shoot, they were all, oh man, they all shook my hand before I left, and they were like, well, if I don't see you, if you don't live, you know, I get your CD player or whatever. Like my friends think I'm like a nut. Like they don't understand why I voluntarily go into Kensington every day to do my job. It really puts things into perspective for somebody like me to get to see how, you know, you hear about all the stuff like, oh, you know, you see movies about kids growing up in the inner city, or you hear rap, you know, hear about the people talking about, you know, their life in the inner city or whatever. And, you know, you pretty much all think that that's entertainment, but when I come down to Kensington every day and I see how, you know, the way of life is, and I see heroin addicts just walking around, I see prostitutes everywhere, like, you really get to see that things, you know, that it's real life, you know, that you know, it might be entertainment when you're listening to it on the radio, but it's, you know, it's real life. Things are actually going on, you know, and bad stuff's happening. And my name's Nick Goldwyn, and I'm the project assistant, and I wear a size 11.5, and I'm a Scorpio, and I enjoy basketball and listening to rap music, and I'm single.
Hi, my name is and I'm a podcast. I think the biggest problem in the community are drugs and prostitution. These things don't really affect me, but they affect the neighborhood.
No, they don't. Turn that off.
Ready for the close-up?
Roberts. It's sunny today. About a -2 chance of rain today. The clouds are fluffy, and tonight it's going to be dark. And after that, it's going to be really dark. Here you see a lone caterpillar. Never see Godzilla.